Oh, good evening, boys and girls. Hang on, my mic levels are really high. Let's turn that down a bit. And the music's really high as well. And I'm on in the background. That's weird. I can see myself. Let's drop this down a bit. That'll do. Hope you're all good, everyone. Happy Thursday. Good evening to you all. Apologies for not being very active over the last couple of months. Just sheer tiredness is the only thing I can blame that on. Getting old, really. Between work and looking after baby Grumps, I'm just tired like all the time. There's only so much you can do on 4 hours sleep of an evening, and usually Wednesday night, which I've got scheduled to stream Alien Isolation, which I'm determined to finish, by the way. I would have had him the night before, so only like 4 or 5 hours sleep, sometimes 6. I hand him off to his mum in the afternoon, come home, and pot around the house with the aim of streaming that night. But then I fall asleep. Like yesterday, I fell asleep at 5 o'clock and I woke up about 9:30. So, yeah, it's not doing me favours. But today I've decided to do a little chill stream. We're getting there with the D&D campaign. It's not finished. We put it on hiatus for the birth of baby Grumps, who was born in June last year. So he's 9 months old now. Very big baby, but he's very happy and healthy, and that's the main thing. We are looking to start up again, but it's finding the time when he's going to sleep through the evening so that we can actually play. That has given me, I would say, a lot of time to do prep, but it's not a lot of time because obviously when I've got him, I can do a little bit when he's asleep, like throughout the day, and the rest of the time I'm at work, and of an evening I'm just shattered. So I do some, but I've done over the last 9 months quite a lot on paper. So the next arc, if you will, is all done on paper. So my next job is to create the maps for it and the theatre of the mind sort of background images for it, which a lot of them are already done. The city map, I've actually commissioned someone on Etsy to do it for me, and they're in constant communication. They are very, very good. Off the top of my head, I can't remember their name, which is bloody awful, really, isn't it? Let me find them, and I'll tell you who they are on Etsy, because I recommend people check them out if you're into that sort of thing. Asher of Runes and Roads is making it for me. I will give them shout outs every time we play D&D, and I will give a link to their Etsy when we're playing, because they're brilliant, basically. I couldn't be happier. So, yeah. But the battle maps themselves, obviously I have to make them. Some of them I can get from like pre-existing resources. Like things that Bailey Wiki may have made, the dungeon archives, that sort of thing. There are plenty of them around that fit what I'm going for, but there are some that just don't. They're close, but not good enough. So they're the ones that I make by hand, which is quite chill, but that's what I'm going to be doing today. So hopefully you won't get too bored as I get angry because I can't remember how the software works. Also, apologise for sound levels and whatnot on OBS. It has been a while since I've streamed, so levels all over the place. Updates to OBS, updates to mix it up have changed a lot of the settings, so I've had to redo them from memory, and I can't remember how a lot of this stuff works. So bear with me. It's a work in progress as we get things back up and running. So let's get on to it. Nothing's happened. Why is nothing happening? It doesn't want to do that then. I don't know why it doesn't want to do that. Why don't you want to do that? Because it's the wrong setting. Let's try it now. There we go. Right. I purposely don't have a cam box down here. Because you don't want to, it's going to be me frowning and muttering to myself, to be fair. You don't really want to see that. So I didn't bother putting it on. I mean, if people really, really want it, I suppose I could add it, but it just didn't. It did seem a bit pointless, to be honest. Oh, God, I wouldn't even know how to fucking do it, to be honest. How do you do it? I've forgotten. That's awful, isn't it? Is it display capture? Video capture device. There we go. We'll call it cam. Ooh, Jesus. That's not good, is it? Okay. It's just that weird picture of me. It doesn't like it. Whee. I put that down there. But it's just me frowning at the thing. For some reason, it don't like it. I don't know why. No idea. Configure video. It does not want to know. There you go. You have a static image of me frowning at the camera. Or I'll just turn it off. That's probably the best bet. Yes, I do want to remove you. There we go. Anyway, enough pissing about. Right. So, let me bring up my notes. Okay, so we're doing it in DungeonDraft, which is a very good bit of map making kit, to be fair. I'm not going to explain how it works. You kind of figure it out as you go. 25 tiles by 25 tiles. It's a bit big, to be fair. So I could probably knock it down to about 10 by 10, because it's quite a small area, the first one. It's a tenement. So I've got notes, so you can't see me. That's fine. I'm going to say, because you might see my face light up as I open the other tab. Right. Hopefully you can hear me all right now. So asset pack. Right. So you do have inbuilt assets. I keep looking at the camera. It's not even on. But it is on because the blue light's on, but it's not filming me. So there we go. All right. So you've got assets. There are inbuilt ones in the game. So, but I'm not going to use. It takes ages to load if you use all of them. Now, Bailey Wiki stuff is very, very good, but it's a distinctive art style. And for what I'm going to use it for, I want Forgotten Adventures stuff, which is down here. So I'm going to uncheck all of them and just check these three. So we'll leave that on. We'll leave that on. Disable object. No, we'll leave the shadows on. That'll work. So the default assets here. Just loading them in, and then you've got the Forgotten Adventures assets coming in. Get them off Patreon. They're very good. I like them. It's just sort of a, I don't really know what the art is, like a portrait type art style. Bailey Wiki stuff, sort of like hyper realistic, like photorealistic almost. And it's very good, very clear, but it's not what I want for this. And in true DungeonDraft fashion, it's crashed. That does happen quite a lot, sadly. but only at that stage, for some bizarre reason. So let's try that again. First time you run it, it will crash. Second time, not a problem at all. So hopefully those 3 are on. Yep. Yeah, I got DungeonDraft off of, I think it was Humble Bundle. And it's a one-off payment, but it's quite a powerful bit of kit, and it's got very good integration for virtual tabletop programs. So I use Foundry, hosted through the Forge, and it's perfect for doing that. If I've got time, I might put the map I make, if I finish it, into Foundry, and you'll see that as well. But that could be another one, assuming people actually give a shit and want to watch me do this. Oh, it seems to have frozen. Maybe because I'm running other things, it doesn't like it. Oh, there we go. Right, so this is it. This is the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, so 10 by 10. So what do I actually need? I need a room 20 by 20. So, right. So these are, you got building tools. So you can do the building tool itself, which will give you a floor and walls. So you choose from the floor here. These sort of cartoony ones at the top are the base assets, and then these ones here would be the Forgotten Adventures assets. Loads of different types. A lot of them are similar, but like worn. Some of them are worn, cracked, that sort of thing. And then you choose the walls. Yeah, you can see across the top what it is. So, wall, brick, wood, earthy, light, that sort of thing. Drow wall, loads of it, like dwarven walls, all that sort of stuff. But I don't want to do that because I want to put the floor in separately. So we'll just go to walls for now. It's a tenement, so it's not in the best shape, but it doesn't really matter because, yeah, you've got to think they're not going to be looking at the walls. We could do that one. Ah, that's too rugged. That one's quite good. I like that. Right, so what I need is 4 by 4. No, that's too big. That's too castle-like. Shame, really. Let's try this. That's better. Right. So it's a tenement. It's a small apartment. So we'll zoom in a bit so you can see it. Right. So now I'm going to put the floor in. If I can remember how you do that. This would be the terrain, so you can do this sort of outside and paint like stone and shit in if you wanted to. We're not going to do that. What material? No. No, I've got to try and remember. I haven't used this for fucking ages, by the way, so. Bear with me. Trying to remember how it works. Floor. Nope. I don't think this is it, to be honest. As you can see on the right hand side there, all the different assets you could put in. Things look pretty cool. These are all inlays. I don't want that. Maybe it does have to be this then. Oh, no, here we go. Pattern shape. Right, so it's a tenement. It's a poor area, so you want a wooden floor. Something like that. And then we just draw it in. Like that, that's it. There you go. Job done. I'll go home now. Right. Okay. Dark damp variant. I haven't got, so you got mud and all sorts down there. Grass. Ah, no, that's metal. I want wood, but that looks like that. I've battered. So for roofs, sand. Not sure what these are supposed to be. Drell overlay crystal orange. There you go. Cobblestones. There we go. This is actually better. So let's undo that. That's a bit better. Bit more weathered looking. Walnut, dark flooring, light flooring, ashen. We'll do ashen. Yeah, that works. What's this? No, I think we'll stick with that. That's good enough. Look at walls again. That's... Yeah, I think that'll do for that. That works. Right. This is what happens when you don't read the notes properly. No, don't want to do that. 1, 2, 3, 50. Okay, I've already screwed up. Let's put you there. Right. No. I want to move you. You know what? Fuck it. I'll do it. See? Right. Fuck me. Portals. Doors, in other words. For you and I. Sticking with the Ashen theme. So it's a double door. I don't want a double door. I want a single door. Perfect. Right. Now, normally, when you do a door, you'd put, something like that. There's your door. But with Foundry, when you draw a door, you've got the option of actually putting it there. So you can open and close it. You can see the door open and close. So now when I'm designing maps, I'll put it like this. Right. If you go back to the wall tool, I'm going to go 2, 3. Like that. There we go. And now I am going to put a door in the end. Just a simple one would be nice. Way too big. That's a stone door. Don't want a stone door. Like that. So that's where they're going to come in from. That'll work. The rest of it doesn't matter because it's going to be black anyway. They're not going to see that. The players, because when I put it in Foundry, I'll draw the walls in. You'll see what I mean. For those that don't know how it works, you'll see what I mean. Okay. Okay. So again, that's what I get for not reading the notes. I don't want a doorway there. I want stairs. Are they going to be listed as stairs though? Sometimes. There we go. Right, that looks like it's going up, doesn't it? Yeah. So we want to put stairs going down. There we go. Nice and easy. Button. Okay. What's next? Okay, through the window, which should be under Portal Tool, Windows. So window sills, things like that.
What is that ugly thing? No, I don't want
that. Hello, mate.
Don't want that. Don't want that.
Walk on. Hello, friending. How you doing, man? You good? So something like that would do. And I could just pop it there. They have to be on the east or west walls. What do you reckon?
775, back 10, 8.
Where would a window go? I'm good, man. I'm good. Just chilling doing this. Making maps that you will eventually see, but not for many months. So I don't mind you lot seeing this if you decided to watch, because you'll forget by the time it comes around to it. So the window, one small window. I'm thinking there, that'll do it. Again, so window frame, I would draw the window in Foundry, the same as the walls and the door. You'll see that when I get there. Yeah, and then that would be a source of light coming in, but very sort of weak because it'll be dirty and shit. I mean, I could put a window sill if I can find one that's wooden. and not too fucking... So it would look like that through the windowsill, which is actually probably better now I come to think about it. Rusty, that's what we want. We'll put that there. There you go, so that's the window. That's things for you, mate. Good. Started work yet? Like properly. I need objects. June the 10th. Fair enough. Oh, that's shit. Let's go for exact, because you've just... Yep, didn't think so. It was going for gates then. Right. So let's go tags. We want crates and shit. So I'm not sure if that's going to be under crates. Nope. Ah, there we go. None of them are broken though. Which is what we want. So let's type broken. See what we get. Oh, a fuck ton of stuff. But are any of them crates? There's a cot. There's a broken glass. It's a message. That's a text message. Saying what? Who's that from? Fuck off. Fucking junk text messages, junk emails. Leave me the fuck alone. There we go. Right. So we've got broken tables. In various states of disrepair. I like that one, to be honest. Right, it's got grid snapping on. I can turn that off down here and place it exactly where I want to place it. So I'm going to put that like that. There we go. That works. What else is broken in this place? We want a stool or two. Put one there. And we'll put one there. There wouldn't be more tables in here. I don't need bones and shit. Don't need rocks. Just random planks, random bits of wood strewn about. Oh, that's a bit too big, that one. That'll work. And plonk that there. What else have we got in here? Anything good? What's that? Torment beam. I mean, by using this, you can make pretty much any map you wanted. I mean, you just look at all the tags I've got down the side there, and this is just broken stuff. There's so much. It's so easy to make maps these days. You're actually spoilt for choice. Sometimes there's too much choice, and finding what you want can be a bit challenging. Especially when you've got to scroll through like 8 billion fucking things. Broken stone slate. What's this? It's a gate. Fences, ladders. Broken walls. Oh, see, that's pretty good. I like that idea. So this would tie into their wall assets, so I could potentially find a match for the walls I've got there and have them broken. But I don't need to do that. Ah, that's actually better than what I've already got. It's a little bit bigger, but I have a broken window. But it's not an actual window, it's an asset, so it'd be a bit difficult to get in there. I'm not going to bother. What is that? Minecart. Oh, I don't think there'd be one of them lying around in a tenement. Syringe, metal. Oh, fuck me. Bones. Statue of Lithid. Okay, let's see if we can find. Refuse. Rubble pieces, wood. That's pretty much what we were looking at earlier, isn't it? Yeah. Rugs. No. Right, let's go back to this. And we're going to go rag. Bandage. Ew. Okay. So what we can do. No, that's not it at all. Don't do that. Stop it. Is let's undo that. And we want to put some different patterns like that. And then just scatter them around. Any I don't like, I can go here, Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. That'll do. Okay. Then we go back to objects. And we want we go under. There we go. You got over and under here, so you can sort out what level they're going to go on. That can sit like that. Actually, no, rotate it a bit so it's not the same as that one. There you go. So we want some sort of bedding now. I mean, it's T-Ball posting something on TikTok. Why the fuck am I getting a notification for that? I don't know. Yeah, something shitty like that'll work. It's got a bottle in it. I think something more like that would be better. That'll do it. Yeah, that'll work. Right. So what I really want now. Body pieces. Let's have a random arm on the bed. Some brains. Lovely. Blood. Always good. Black blood. Blue blood. Green, red, yellow. Books and tomes. I mean, there might be like a fucked up book laying. Like there. I did see something funny once. I don't know if I can find it. Actually, let's undo that and go for something a bit more weathered. That's too big. There you go. I mean, I can change the size of these as well, so if I wanted it to be tiny. No, that's too much. Same fucking colour. It's going to get lost. So is that. I need it to be brighter. Okay, I was right the first time. You'll do. There you go. You can change the scale of it, so if you wanted it to be small or whatever, you could do that quite easily. I can't find it now. I found something really funny that I was going to use just as a laugh. And these are quite nice. Those book stands are quite nice. Book binding tools, oddly specific. But there you are. Let's go here. Type in. Yeah, I don't think it would. It's just that I don't want a refuse pile. That doesn't look right. Oh, it might. A bit too big though. Put that against the wall. That's not actually too bad. I'm going to plunk that there. I'll get another one in there. Yeah, that'll work. I like that. That'll do. Fuck me, it's been an hour already. I ain't done much, have I? Right. Here we go. This is what I found that I thought was quite amusing. I'll put it on there. Now, you don't really see it very well, but if I zoom in a little bit, what does that look like? It's a character sheet from D&D. That's brilliant. It's a bit too crisp though, doesn't it? There you go. And that's pretty much all I need for this one, to be fair. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, I wonder if I can resize it. 30 by 25. Change map size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. Yeah. The fuck is that? Go in there. Right, still not big enough. So we want to change map size. And I want it to be 30 by 25. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. She's at the bottom. 30 and 20. So it's 30 by 20. And I want it to be 25. Okie dokie. One, two, three, 4, 5. Yep. 30 by 25. That works. Okay. So let's export it. But you can export just this image, but I'm not going to do that. So turn the grid off, turn the lighting off, because I'll add them myself. Thank you kindly. Now we could do it as a universal VTT file. Yeah, so but it wanted PNG. So we'll go with that. The grid PPI. $140. That's wrong. Ah, that's not. That's just me being stupid. You can crop it, so it's just that little bit in the middle, but I don't want to do that. I want the whole fucking lot. So export. I'm going to export it to my desktop for now, so I can find it. File name. Do its thing and freak out by the looks of it. It's going mental. Okay. And that's it. Done. So save it as a DungeonDraft map in case I want to use it again or edit it, which I always do just in case I need it. There we go. Right, so that's that bit done. I could put it in Foundry now, but we'll wait for now. I don't want to do it just yet. Next one. Actually, let's boot up Foundry. I'll put it in there and I'll show you how that works. I've got a break coming up, so that'll give me a chance to have a quick wee and set this up, because I'm going to have to change the browser source. So, yeah, I'll do that. And then we can see it. and it'll look great. Or not, it'll look shit. I don't care. Launch the game, please. Thank you kindly. So yeah, I will go to break now. Let the ads run, and I will be back in a few minutes. See you in a sec. Welcome back. Right, so we've got that. So I wonder if I do this. Not really what I wanted. Let's make it bigger. Like that. That'll do. Doesn't have to be perfect. Right, so this is the Foundry desktop. You're looking at the DM's view, which is something that you're not supposed to see, but it's fine because you can't see anything important. So what I want to do... Oh, what's this? So there's already some battle maps here. Some of them are free that you can use, the pre-mades. But yeah, we're not going to be using them. So we create a scene. I'm going to put it in Stonebridge because that's where it goes. I wonder... Can I create a subfolder? Where are we? There we are. Is that going to be a subfolder or a separate folder? Is that within Stonebridge? It is. Oh, that's very handy. Great scene. Okay, so... yeah. Let me move that over here. Right, so the background image. I want to put in user data. Worlds, Whispers of the Lost. Scenes. Choose file. No file chosen. How do I do it then? I can't remember how I do it. No meta results found in this location. Obviously. How the fuck do I do this? Not there. Ah, there we go. Can I? Ooh. Right, now I can do it. Choose file, right. There it is. Open. Select file. Right, that was a fucking nightmare. Okay. Grid, I want at 140 because that's what we set it at. We want this at 4200 and 3500. Light in. Yeah. Darkness level. We want there. Okay. Right. So now we've got this. So it's dark, which is fine. What we want to do now is start drawing walls and stuff. So wall controls on the left here. Basic walls, so blocks movement, vision and hearing. So we want that first. I'm going to see what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, so that works. No, fuck off. So that's the walls. Right, the players will never see this. Obviously it's going to block light and shit. So when they're in, they will see up to this. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So we've got the door and a window. So now I want to come back over here. So that's basic walls. And you've got terrain walls, which are different. Invisible walls blocks movement. Ethereal walls is sight and hearing. Draw doors. movement, vision, hearing unless opened. Secret doors, window walls. So sight, movement, and hearing beyond a certain distance. Clone walls, etc., etc. So we want window walls for this one. Like that. Now the door. Right, that's pretty much it. We want the stats for it, if you will. So what a swing. I've got the door sound to be wood creaky, which I don't think you're going to be able to hear. No, you can't. Trust me, it's a creaky door sound. And that should be it, really. Right, and then we want light source. So we'll go to lighting controls. I'm going to draw a light source. And the light source is going to be here. And it's going to fill the room. But only by that much. Then we can go into it. Constrained by walls, yes. What type of light is it? Do you have an animation if I wanted to? A bewitching wave. Chroma. Energy field. Fairy light. Flickering light is good for candles. And you can change the colour of it, the animation speed, all that sort of shit. There's so many things you can do with these. But I don't want that. I just want that. You could have torchlight. Pretty cool. But again, we don't need an animation. It's literally just daylight coming through a window. But the colour. Sort of, I mean, to be fair, it's a grey kind of colour anyway, isn't it? So we could sort of make it like that. That's a bit too bright, actually. Let's go back to where it was. Yeah, that's better. I can turn the light off, but I don't want to do that. Colour intensity. Let's put it down to about there. Okay. Now, I need to go back to Windows and shit, because this... site. None. I don't want them looking out of the window because they won't be able to. There's no street or anything out there that they can see. I'm not drawing that. There's no point. But that's pretty much it at the minute. So what you do now is we're going to test it. You see the door icon there? So that hasn't worked properly. So we're going to need to... Okay, door type. Door state. Closed. Wood creaky. Animation type. Swing. Yeah. Oh, fuck me. Where's all this going to be? Oh, bear with me a second. Okay, so not there then. See, this is what happens when you don't play for fucking ages. You can't remember how things work. Mm. Okay. Maybe it's in here. Icons? Maybe? Environment? Settlement? I'll take that as a no. Oh, I can't remember where the fuck it is. That's so annoying. Oh, perfect. Something like that, Dick. Open direction doesn't matter. Update ball. Right, so now if I go there should be a door. There, you can see it there. There we go. And they can see it open and close. I can lock it. That is why I didn't draw a door. And built into Foundry is actually forgotten adventures assets, which is what I use to build all of this anyway. I could have put someone else's assets in there, but it's already built in. So that's why I did that. So there you go. We have a door. Yay. Right, that's pretty much it. So what we do now is we drag a character and we look at it from their perspective. So we're going to use Romlin. Plonk him in there. Alright, there's no light source in here, but he has dark vision, so he can still see. Oh, that's annoying. I'm going to turn that off. But if we open the door, it's illuminated. Right, it's still showing him the other side of that window, so we need to fix that. Let's just delete it and start again. Okay. So sight would be none. Unless that means restrictions. Hmm. Movement, what restrictions are normal? Light is proximity. So if I put none, then there's no restrictions. So let's try normal, see how that happens. Right, so it should mean that he can't see through the window. Should. Oh, that's so annoying. Let me fix that. Yeah, so that should mean he can't see through the window. Yeah. But then I could add sound effects and stuff like that. Now, what I want to do now, because as you can see, you can go everywhere. If you want to limit movement a little bit. I'll take him out, actually. Don't need him in there. So, yeah, I want to limit the movement a little bit. Now, if I put a different character in there. I think you shouldn't know what's there. That should be completely black, but we'll worry about that in a minute. So, again, we want walls, but we want visible walls. So it just blocks movement. We're going to have to write, so sight beyond the second wall movement and hearing, it blocks. As you can see by the little image that's displayed. I don't really want that. I just want invisible walls because I'm going to draw it around the bed. And just around stuff like this. So all it does is stop them from walking over it. They can see past it, they can see round it, but they can't walk over it. Does that make sense? Because it's in the way. I mean, they're limited to the squares. So I don't have to. I could just draw a box around all of this. It would make no difference. But I could just draw a box around here. I don't better do anything. I want to move that. There we go. Is that over the line? No. So I'm going to give them 5 foot to move, basically. This, I'm not going to bother because they could step over that. Yeah, same with that. I'm not going to bother with that. It's just these bits. So we're going to refresh. But you forgot what Romlin looked like, didn't you? Right. So that's as we've got it. Now, I'm hoping when we put old Romlin in, actually, Nelsy, you there at the minute? Apparently, yeah. Yeah, I'm not doing that. So at the minute I'm using version 13 of Foundry. There is version 14 is out, but I use a lot of modules with it, which obviously third party made. Because there's a lot of stuff baked into the basic version of Foundry, and it's very good, but it doesn't always do what I want it to do. And there's a lot of automation and stuff which is done by the modules, but because they're made by third parties, when there's an update, like a version update, they've got a, and a lot of them don't get any money for it, so they've got to then update their modules to work with the new version, and that takes some time. So whilst you always want to update to the latest version of something, because it's new and exciting and there's good features in it, it'll break a lot of your modules, and half the stuff I've got going won't work. So I have to wait until they've updated the modules themselves, and then I can sort of go, okay, now it'll work. Which isn't always a good thing, because even then, when you update, some of it's still broken because it will work in different ways and things that you've got going. Because there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Like down the bottom here, the players wouldn't see this. They do have a hotbar, but they wouldn't see anything like this. There's nothing here that I'm giving away, so I'm not that bothered. But there's a lot of macros and stuff like that. It all runs in JavaScript, and that can change on the calls to different assets. It changes with a version update, so a lot of your macros will break, and then you've got to redo them all. So it can be a pain in the ass. There's a lot of setup, but at the minute I'm happy with version 13. I don't feel the need to upgrade. It all works as it is. There is no need to upgrade it at the minute anyway. I might at some point, depending when we get to restart playing, and if the modules have updated that I use have updated by then, or enough of them, I might update it, and then I've got time to fix anything that doesn't work, because I always test it out. Combat's a good one, especially for automation. Obviously, it's not a computer game. I don't want it to be, but some things are easier when there's automation involved. It speeds gameplay up a lot. So what I could do with right now is one of my players to be online, because I need them to do me a favour, but none of them are, which sucks. I mean, Nosey was. That's Romlin's player, but he's not at the minute, which is annoying. Never mind. Okay, so that's basically it for this one. So that's there, yeah. What have I got left on Green Glen? Or just the map? Just in case they go back there, I guess. I've still got a few bits here. Don't really need them though. Well, you can't see what I'm clicking on anyway, so that's good. Yeah. Actually, I wonder. Give me a second. Because if I use this version of the Forge, it's basically I've got see with Foundry, you buy it and it's not overly expensive, about the same price as a AAA game. But it's only one-off payment, that's it. Hosting it, however, that's Foundry itself, the program itself, but you host it either yourself, which I don't really want to do because it would batter my system resources, and when I'm streaming, my system resources are going to get battered just by doing that. Or you host it through a service. Now, Forge is very good for that because it deals with the integration with a lot of assets and modules and stuff like that. But you have to pay a monthly subscription to Forge in order to do it. And Foundry runs through Forge if you do it that way. I can run an instance of Foundry off of my desktop from the local area, but it wouldn't have the maps I've created in this version I'm running through Forge, if that makes sense. So it's good for testing modules to see if what works and what doesn't. But if I want to test things in the campaign world that I've built, I have to do it through Forge, which means you've got to have an active subscription, which kind of sucks. But in order to stream it, you need... So I can let my players play. They haven't got to pay anything because I'm paying the subscription and I've bought Foundry. So they can't edit anything, but they just play in the world I've created. But in order to stream it, you need another person who isn't a player, that has observer, like another account, if you will, that can observe the whole party. And that's what I've got here. But he can't see anything at the minute because there's no characters on the map. So if I put... Why have you gone for that? Let's put Romlin in. Alright, so now he can see Romlin on the map. Just like you could if he was selected. But down here where it's open... I don't know if you can see what I'm looking at still. Yeah, so down here where it's open, his isn't. Which is what I wanted to try. So... Yep. And I can't go past that. So you can move up and down. Can't go right because the stuff's in the way. Can go there, but not any further. Can go there and there, but not over the bed. Can go everywhere else. So that's all working. They can't see out of the window because there's nothing to see. So the rotation is annoying as fuck, and it seems to turn it on by default. I don't know if there's a way to turn that off. There must be somewhere. That's better. Yeah. Now, we can see over here, like this bit, and it's open. But from their perspective, they can't. I wonder if I can bring this over. Oh, there we go. So this is what they can see. You can't see through the window. There's nothing else there. It's literally just this. I can zoom right out. I can zoom right in. So that's it. See, they've got observation rights on the character, but not movement rights or anything like that. So if I put him here so you can see what I can see. The camera's following him. Now what I can do is when they first come in is set the area that they see. So Let's just get rid of him. Oh, I don't need that anymore. There we go. So I'm glad that works. That's what I need. Right, so what you can do is, if I go back to scenes, again, you can't really see what I'm doing on the just off screen here, but that's fine. Go to configure, and then we get this up. Is initial view position. So, like, they could start like that. You could have them like that if you wanted to. You could start that completely zoomed in. But we'll go for about there. So I can just go, that is what I want them to see. When I load the scene, this is going to be it. Well, just be this bit here because the door will be closed. So they'll spawn in here and that's all they'll see. And all I've got to do is place them. But first, I want to check something. Bear with me. Can't spell. What else is there? That one I can see. Oh well. To be fair, I haven't streamed in ages, so I don't expect people to come rushing by just to see me make maps and fuck about and talk shit. It's all good. Right, what are you saying? Okay, so we go settings, configure settings, core. Ah, sweet. Always for everyone. Sweet. I don't know what ring enabled is. Player characters, encounter, group, one player. Oh, sweet. Right, so that should work. I'll find out in a minute, I guess. Okay, let's plonk Paraniti in there. Yep. That's good. That works. Bugger off over there. Sweet. Right. That's that one done. Go back to the loading page. It's the landing page, this one. So this is what they see when they first come in. Like this starburst here. I mean, they're all lighting sources. You see them there. It's just a static image with light sources on it. Quite clever, really, what it could do. It just brings a bit of life to it. Anyway, right. So for this scene to work, obviously the players would need to be on it. So what I would do then is just literally see. We'll lock his rotation. We don't want anything else. No, don't want that. On that. So vision. Okay. Update token. Ah, there we go. That works. Now. So you see his health bar, which is good. You get to see his name. There we go. Link activator. Yeah, so that should be fine. As that should be. Right, so basically they spawn in on top of each other because they're at the top of the stairs. So that's where we want them. So yeah, that's selected. They don't see nothing. That's what we want. Right. So the next bit is a bit more difficult for me to do, to be fair, because it'll be we've done lighting. Right. The next bit I can't really do on stream because that would be start putting NPCs and things the players might see or watch this back on VOD and see it. So spoilers. So there you go. That's a map done. So what we could do now is go to a new map in DungeonDraft. So let's turn this off. There you go. I'm going to close Foundry. I'll go back to the Forge for now to exit out of it, because otherwise it'll just kick me out anyway for inactivity. Right, so the next map. Hang on. Where are we? I haven't done that one. Okay, let's just read my notes. Basically, because I created it all on paper first. Like each quest, like a module, I suppose, is the way I do it. But that's because I took inspiration from the sort of campaign source books, and how they do it in those. And yeah, it's just the way it works for me, really. So I put all my quests, if you will, into modules, and then break it down into acts. And then what I did was broke each quest down for maps. So what I would need, what required theatre of the mind. So just a background image whilst we talk, because there's no real interaction other than verbal. And I learnt this mistake from earlier on in the campaign. Right back at the beginning, they were in a village called Green Glen, and there was a tavern in Green Glen where there was no combat, but I had a battle map for it, and they were moving their tokens around. And it was pointless, because they didn't need to, unless there's combat or something they need to physically overcome, and a map itself would help them. There is no point in making one. It's a waste of my time to do it, and it's a waste to load it up and to get the characters just to move their tokens from left to right on the screen. It's not worth it. So you're better off with a static image, and that'll be the theatre of the mind scene. So I broke my quest modules down into what would be a theatre of the mind scene and what would need a battle map. And in the battle maps, I started sourcing ones that are pre-made that would fit, or I thought would fit. I found some that did, but there's a lot that aren't, and they're the ones I'm creating by hand. So I made notes for each one in a separate document, to make it easier for myself, like what would be needed for each map, what it would look like, that sort of thing. So I'm not constantly going, oh, what should I do there? What should I do there? So a lot of work has gone into the prep of this. But it's just made it logical for me. It might sound like busy work for a lot of people, but it's just how my brain works. And I've had time to do it, to be honest. So, yeah, right. So, roughly the canvas size and shit for this, because I've written it all down. 40 by 35. Right, to make sure the assets are set to what they were before. Yep. Right, because it's already loaded the assets for this session, it's still there, so it doesn't take as long to load up. Right, so it's a much bigger map than the last one. So each square is 5 foot. Is how I do it. Right, so what we got? Ah. Okay. That works. Right. Okay. That actually makes sense. Yeah, okay. So that's why we've got to make it ourselves. No, that's absolutely fine. Right, so we want a wall tool. It's a shame I can't fucking search for what I'm looking for. I mean, that might do. Hmm. That might do it. Let's see what else you've got here, shall we? And then just weird fucking ceramorph shit. Elithids. Yeah. That'll work. It'll be as simple as that. Yeah. Fuck me. Why tip? Right. Let's do that again. 30 foot wide. So that's 10, 20. Five, 10, 15. There. That's fucking bollocks, isn't it? You completely got that wrong. Right, okay. Select tool. Wait, let me get rid of that. You fucking arsehole. Right, start again. Change map size. It does not need to be as big as it is after all. I've put the wrong fucking figures in. But we don't need to be that big, to be honest. There we go. Welcome back. Hope everyone's had a nice break. So we are building this out. It doesn't look big enough to me. I think I might have got the dimensions wrong on this. Right. So it's really loud. There we go. Do I want that, or do I want that? Something like that. Decisions. Ooh, that looks good. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Okay, just got to make sure. So that's that bit. What the fuck is that? Acid. Colorable. Okay. We're going to want something. Oh, that, I think. No, not that one. What sort of colour? We know it'd work. There we go with that. That'll do for now. Okay. It's a full width between. Okay. So we want objects and we want tags. Okay. Hmm. No. Uh, that'll work. Let's turn snap off. How the fuck does that work? Hmm. Hmm. I'm not happy with this one. Make it bigger. Yeah, that'll work. Fuck's sake. Right. Okay. So ideally. Yeah. Okay. Excuse me. Hey. Mm. Jesus Christ. Hello, Celine. You just scared the shit out of me. I'm good. I'm good. How you been? I get notifications that you're streaming a lot. I never watch. I'm really bad. So I just looked at it. I keep looking at the camera and it's not on. I'm a bad, bad person. This is the first time I've streamed in months. But yeah, I'm good. How you been? How was your Easter? Yeah, it's a bit graphic, isn't it? And see his little winky sticking out. He looked a bit overexcited there. Well, he's an actual one that looks like a proper corpse, not one that's having a jolly. Okay. Don't know what Waterwheel's got to do with the corpse. Daily? Fair play. That'll work. I'm good. I'm good. Very, very, very tired. A lot. Hence why I haven't streamed in a long time. I mean to. That Wednesdays is supposed to be my day to stream, but I keep falling asleep. It's a bit stressful, a bit annoying. So yeah, I said it's been probably about 2 months since I last streamed anything. I was supposed to stream last night, Alien Isolation, but I got in, fell asleep at about 5 and woke up at 9. I was just so knackered. So yeah, I thought I'd give this a go. Yeah, excuse me. Because I'll be doing it anyway, and I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'll stream because it's just a nice chill thing. I'm in no rush. I'm under no pressure to do it. 11 plus hours of streaming. Damn. What were you streaming for 11 hours? I mean, to be fair, I could probably play a game like Final Fantasy 14 for 11 hours and not even notice it. But I did a 12-hour stream of Baldur's Gate 3 once, and my ass was numb by the end of it. Objects. What a desk. Scruffy looking table. Bit fucking ornate if I know. I need a rough desk, not Jesus, not something like that. Star Citizen out, or is it still in fucking alpha? I think I bought that like 10 years ago. Never really played it. Oh god, tired now, for fuck's sake. Oh come on. She works quite nicely. Yeah, thought as much. Yeah, I'm beginning to think it's a bit of a rip-off, to be fair. It should not take that long. No sign of it coming out anytime soon properly. Right, so I'm going to need... No. None of those. Here we go. Maybe that one just covered in blood. Would be better. The Pear of Anguish. Oh, you poor sod. I'm going to put that hanging off there. He's been done with the Pear of Anguish. Skin Gouger. What a great name. Ooh, head grabber. That looks good. We'll have that. Yep. Yeah. Well, you've got oh god, we stopped playing when? Back in May last year. Because we get ready for the birth of baby Grumps, who was born June. So he's about 9 months old now. 10 months this month. End of this month. So yeah, that's why I haven't streamed as much as I used to, because I have him half the week and his mum has him the other half, and when I haven't got him, I'm at work, so I'm just knackered. Excuse me, constantly. And I can't stream when I've got him here, because even if he's asleep, he might wake up. So we're kind of waiting until he's a bit older and we'll sleep through the night a bit better, and then we can stream without any interruptions, or hopefully without any interruptions. Well, less likely for interruptions, should I say. So I'm taking the time off to prep as much as I can. And when we left the campaign, the characters had just arrived at the city of Stonebridge, at the gates. So the entire Stonebridge arc I now have planned out on paper. And there's a lot of it. Like 9 different... I break all my quests up into modules as a throwback from like the campaign source books. And there are 9 quest modules with loads of different parts. And they're all integrated. I've got everything worked out on paper. So I know what the city looks like, what the population is, who all the NPCs are, what all the quests are, the hooks. Everything is all done. I've commissioned an artist on Etsy to make the city map for me. And I've worked out what quests need like background images for theatre and mine stuff, and what needs an actual battle map. And that's what I'm making now. So I've got a document that tells me what I need for each map. So I've planned it all out in advance. So I've just got to have a look at the document and I can go, okay, that's what I'm doing, rather than having to go through the quest documents. But I've also sourced a lot of pre-mades from various places. So I don't have to make every single one. Which is going to save me a lot of time. But those that I do have to make, I've got in my little document sitting here, and I thought, do you know what? I'll stream it. It doesn't matter if people aren't watching, because I'm going to do it. I'll be doing it anyway, so I can just stream it. Welcome back. Thank you for the subscription. Or the notification that you subscribed for that long. I don't know if that's a new subscription or what. It doesn't tell me anymore. But thank you, man. I appreciate it. 28 months. Continuous sub. Oh, I love you. Thank you. Yeah, I've dropped down to 4 subscribers, which doesn't surprise me considering I haven't streamed in months. But yeah, so basically, Celine, if I can get all the battle maps done and imported into Foundry and set up, then I've literally got an entire city's worth of adventures already done. There's no weekly prep between it. I mean, that would last us, knowing the rate these lot play, about 10 to 12 sessions. So you're looking at about 3 months, possibly longer, at least, of gameplay already done. And whilst they're doing that, I could be prepping the next stage. And the next, I'm always ahead, like way ahead. And that's the plan. But getting the quests right and making sure they all flow and the story flows, all that sort of stuff, took a lot of time. So I'm going a bit overboard on the torture implements here, but this is fun. The Scavenger's Door. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds awesome. Let's plonk that. Put that there. Hey, look, Nelsy. See this, hang on. This little implement here. This little thing here. Guess what that is? What did they call it? The Pear of Anguish. This one looks even worse. It opens up. Right. So we want... Flesh. Flesh pile. Lovely. We'll have a little flesh pile in here, shall we? We need to go under, so we're going to put that. Oh, it's a bit bigger than that. Oh, a big flesh pile. Bloody flesh pile. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's gorgeous. Go under there. Yeah. That is fucking amazing. Damn, that's a big flesh pile. Don't want that big. Now, Dave, you can sit under there. Yeah, every time you join, they're fighting something. I've tried to make this because it's an urban. Obviously, they're in a city, so you can't just go around killing everything. There are consequences for that sort of stuff. So, corpses, humanoid. I was looking for this earlier. It didn't fucking show me. Flayed body. Stick you on there. Why not? Perfect. Oh, that's a bit long. Awesome. We do like nasty torture devices, especially in a place like this. Make that a little bit smaller. There we go. That works nicely. There's something about Hellraiser, isn't it? Such wonderful sights to show you. Okay. This is fun. Right. What I really want now Is this my favourite part? Random body parts spread around. I'm going to have some guts just slopped on the floor. Maybe a head. Need something for Romlin to piss on. There we go, that'll do. And now we're going to need some of this. Ooh, that's not going to work, is it? Okay. Put you there for a second. There we go. Lovely. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's a bit too big. So's that. A little splotch. Like that, really, don't we? Put you there. Move you over there. Put you on there. Bring to the front. And plop you. Perfect. I like the look of it. Want some blood under this little brain though. Not a lot, just a little bit. There you go. Wonderful. Shaping up quite nicely, really. Body pieces. We need a bit more, I think. Let's get what should we have? Let's have an arm over here. Just casually sitting there. There you go. That'll work. Yeah. Maybe some more blood on the floor. That'll do. Spattered around here. We need a lot over there, don't we? There we go. The old splat dotted around. Don't looking too clean, do we? There we go. Let's have this. Yeah, that is good. We'll keep that. Can you guys hear the music? I'm not sure if that's on or not. Just. Oh, whoops. It's just background music anyway. Okay. We're not going to need that, I don't think. Let's turn snap back on. Right. And we're going to put the door in there. Not portcullis. I want a big door. Big door. All right. That'll work. Sweet. That's it. Done. Don't want a grid on. Don't want lighting on. That'll work. Okay. Right. We'll save that into the usual spot as a DungeonDraft map in case I need to change it at some point later on. Okay. Now we get to import it into Foundry. What time is it? Yeah, we should have enough time to do this. fucking idea. Getting old. So what have you been up to, Nelsy? Anything fun? Yeah, fair enough. This really, like refining the quest modules and making documents. I'll show you in a second. Actually, you're at your computer right now. Can you log into Forge for me? Sorry to be a pain. It's easy to test something with a live subject. 06. Yeah, it's the trouble, isn't it? Right, let's switch the display over to. Here we go. Right, so we're back on Foundry. Um, bring it in. Six. Do, 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 do. There we go. Right, so we're going to wall the scene. start off with. I don't really need to because I can't get out of the actual thing, but it's always nice to do. Okay, cool. I don't need to do it just yet, but when I'm ready, I want to drop Romlin in, so we can test the lighting and stuff. Okay, so now we need to wall it properly. Right, the squares are off. The grid's off. Why is the grid off? Hello, Viral. How are you, sir? Been a while. Right. That's better. All good, mate. All good. How's things with you? Right. Let me do the walls. Cool. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty dull, to be fair, doing this sort of thing. But I enjoy doing it. And I thought, I'm going to do it anyway. Might as well fucking stream it. Because I haven't streamed, I was saying earlier, I haven't streamed for like 2 months now. Because I keep falling asleep or I'm just too knackered. I'm just not in the mood. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you've got to be in the right mindset to stream. To entertain and to talk and engage with people. And half the time I'm like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to sit in my pit. Yeah. Yeah, especially I'm not complaining. I keep looking at the camera. It's not fucking on. It's annoying me now. I'm not complaining, but it's like I've got pairing baby Grumps half the week, and the other half I'm at work. So downtime is limited, and sometimes I don't want to waste it by having to stream a game that I'm not in the mood to play. So I'm like, nah, fuck it. I'd rather do something else, even if it's just sitting on my bed doom scrolling or I don't know, watching some shit movie on Netflix. Just something else, really. And it shouldn't be like that, but it is. And I figure that if I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, then there's no point doing it because people are going to feel that in the stream. It's not fair on me, and it's not fair on you guys watching. So that's basically the long and short of it, really. Does that line up? Yes, it does. Yeah, this is it. I mean, as far as I know, I'm not autistic. I'm just old and frazzled. I burn the candle at both ends, basically. So I do get hyper focused on things. Like for about 3 weeks, I do nothing but play Stellaris. Ignored everything else. So I was like, I don't want to stream. I want to play Stellaris, which I could stream it, but I don't like starting another game when I'm already streaming one. But it's got to the point that I really wanted to play Alien Isolation. I really wanted to stream it, but now all I can think about is streaming other things. So yeah, I played like 3 playthroughs back to back of that, and then they brought out 4.3 and nerfed everything. So I've got to like relearn how to play the game again. Right. So this is the second part of this sort of dungeon. To be fair, I haven't got any buddies that would play it, but I like it because it could be as fast or slow as you want it to be. Yeah, if I want to pause the game and do nothing for 2 hours, then I can, that sort of thing. So I like sort of challenging myself against the AI, if you will. I mean, I kick its ass because it can only do certain things. I think I'd get my ass handed to me if I played a real person. But that's part of the fun, I guess, of playing on my own. I'm kind of tired of online games or multiplayer games at the minute. I'll go at my own pace. But the games I tend to stream are quite long, or can be. And I get bored especially if I'm not streaming regularly, I'll get bored. Like I said, I haven't streamed in about 2-3 months. Well, 2.5 maybe. I can't remember the last time I did. So Alien Isolation, I know roughly where I am, but I've lost. I'd have to relearn how to play the fucking game. Do you know what I mean? I've lost the drive and the enthusiasm to play it. Now it's just sort of going through the motions to get it out of the way. So if I'm going to play a game that's going to take more than one stream to play, I really need to sort of stick to a schedule and plough through it. Right, so we've got the walls in around the edge. So we've got doors that lead to somewhere else. This is going to be... This is like part 2 of the map of this sort of... Not really a dungeon, but it's this quest. The first part is actually a pre-made asset that I'm going to get. I don't need to build it myself. It's one of the things I did when I was prepping. Once I'd got all the quest modules set out, I went out and tried to resource whether I needed to make the maps or a close match already existed and I could just grab that as an asset. Some of them did, some of them didn't. So there is a map that's actually made by the people whose assets I'm using here. So the art works, and that'll be the first part. And they can sort of walk off that map, and I'm going to put a tile in that teleports them to this one. I've done it before. My players know what I mean. Yeah, and that's how that'll work. And then same here. I will be doing a map for this third part, but it's not connected. So they'll open these doors and get teleported to the next bit. Okay, so now I need... invisible walls that block movement. Don't have to be perfect. Just stop my players from climbing on top of people. God, my hands are really unsteady. Getting old. I do. I haven't forgotten you, Nelsy. I'm getting there. Oh, I was fucking joking in the description of this stream when I said I wouldn't be able to fucking draw a straight wall. What are you doing? Fuck off. Right, what the fuck is that? Yeah, lovely. So they can see over around it and stuff. They just can't walk through it. A little bit of realism, I suppose. Okay, light source. There's only one, and it'll be this. It's not going to give off a hell of a lot of light. Let's see. About there sounds about right. It is a, let's go for torch. And colour is going to be a kind of that sort of colour. Okay. What else do I need to do? That's about it, really. Don't worry about anything else. Doors. That one. Metal. Animation type. Swing. Oh, fuck me. There we are. Rubbish. Alright, so I fucked that up, didn't I? Oh, double door. It's still there anyway because I fucking drew it in, didn't I? Oh, Habits, animation type, none. Don't need it. Alright. Just do the fucking same on this one. Door sound, metal. There we go. That'll do. Right. Nels, are you still there? You should be able to control Romlin. So that's what you can see. The map's not updated. So what are you looking at in a minute? There you go. Yeah, that's my fault for not activating it. Okay, that works. Do you go any further than that? Yeah. Just walk around the whole room. Oh, hang on. How'd you manage that? You can move diagonally. I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, just make sure you can go all the way to the top on all the sides and the bottom and stuff. If you can't, it's because I've put something in the way. Like the top left, you shouldn't be able to go to. Yeah, that's fine. I might have to put more light source in there than that. Okay, so it's working. Do the doors work for you? It shouldn't let you go through them. Hey, baby. Last half an hour. Light colour. Oh no, fuck that. That's not what I want at all. Robin just jumps over the torch. Yeah. Oh, we can do that. I can move the, you know. That's not a problem. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. And copy. And paste. And paste. And paste. That works. That's a bit better. I don't like the lights being like that though. I'll do that. It's the wrong side of the wall, isn't it? Oh no, it still works. You just can't really see the source. Put it there, but mm, let's see if you remember how to play the game. No, should be on the right hand side. Roll initiative. There you go. What can he do? Extract brain. Let's try that. Damn. Oh, I missed. Go on. Okay. Nice. Got to roll damage. It should pop up. Oh, very close to the max damage you could have done off of it. There you get 2 attacks. I've only got 1 here. So you showed me 1 attack, but you did 2, didn't you? Odd. Boo. That would have done 45 points of damage if that had hit. I've lost my fucking next turn. Ah, there it is. Nice. Did you roll a critical damage? Why was it 2d12? No, you didn't roll a natural 20 though. You rolled a 12 plus 8. That's fine. We're just testing it. That things work anyway. The animations are working. The automation's going. And for some reason, it's only showing me one attack at a time, but that's not really a problem. Let's try extract brain again. Okay. That does 10d10 plus 1 point of damage. If the target reduces the If this damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, the Mind Flayer kills the target by extracting and devouring its brain. Such fun. Oh, even that didn't fucking hit. Okay. This is an average thing, to be fair, but one Mind Flayer is obviously not enough. Oh, you missed. Well, I didn't. Are you seeing the dice on your screen? Dead. Good. Alright, that's working. Jolly good. Right, your rage should expire on its own. There we go. Did I not draw walls? I didn't, did I? You can actually leave the map. Get back. He's escaping. There's nothing out there. Yeah, you're fucked now. Right, so I've got to change these to... Take them out and draw an actual wall there. That's just for show. Okay. That works. I'm going to give you your rage back. Okay, well, that's that map done. I've just got to populate it, which I'm not going to do on stream. Thank you for your assistance. You might remember this one. You're flying. What do you mean you're flying? Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so let's turn that off. Okay, so that one's done. So next map. Oh. Hmm. This one's going to be quite difficult. Right. Oh, God, fuck's sake. It doesn't need to be that big at all, does it? That'll do. Right. So walls. We want what we used before. Find them. Which was something like that. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not big enough. God damn you. That wasn't an octagon anyway. Fuck's sake. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I could leave it at that. No. Right, so see, it doesn't join up there properly. That annoys me. If I turn snap off, it's going to be shit. Yeah, there's my circle room. The fuck is that? Oh my god. No, that's just shit. Fuck off. Yeah, it's nearly midnight. I have not done as much. This takes longer than I thought it would, you know. Okay, how the fuck am I going to draw a circle? The fuck does an octagon look like? I was drawing an octagon. I could have just snapped it to fucking grid. I'm so stupid. Never mind, it's done. Fuck me. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, here's an octagon. It didn't look right. Oh, excuse me. I think I should have gone with that one. Yeah. It's got to look rough and cracked and shit. I mean, that works, but it's more bricks. I don't want bricks. That might work. I think that's what I've gone for. That looks a bit more worn. That one's better. Right, last fucking go. That's better. Right. That'll work. To be fair, it doesn't matter because you don't want to see outside the room anyway. That'll work. That'll work nicely. Right. I need a... That looks like the exact center. Bigger than that. No. Ooh, cool. A lava sword. No, no, no. Whoa. Ooh. Damn. It's a bit anticlimactic, that. I want a 6x6. That's too big, way too big. I mean, that could work. Yeah, I like that. That'll do. That looks a bit much. Let's put it underneath. Whee! That'll work. And there's layers to it. Well, it just looks a bit silly there, to be fair. Let's try you. Ooh, that looks inferno-y, doesn't it? That's what we want. What is that? That's 2x2. It's not a ring. Anyway, right. I'm going to call it there. So, hi, you can see me now. I can see you now. Yeah, that was good fun. Thank you for joining, boys and girls. Thanks for watching. Whilst I just bimble about and talk to myself. But no, it's good to see you all, to be fair. It's been too long, so. So have you been here the whole time?
Видеть дерево.
Sverish, have you been here the whole time? Yeah, fair enough. that exact come out of this here, and that's come out of that here. That's freaky. At least some of the point redeems are working. Oh, does that work? Do you hear that? No, you didn't. Good night, Celine. Thank you for joining. Right, hang on. Hopefully this will work. Did you hear that? Yeah. I know why now. Yeah. Yeah, it's because the audio channel for Mix It Up. There you go. Yeah. The audio channel for Mix It Up wasn't working. Wasn't set up properly. This is what I mean. It's not just relearning how to do DungeonDraft and Foundry, to be fair. I haven't touched Foundry in almost a year. So I've got to try and remember how to do it. But there's been updates to Mix It Up, updates to OBS Studio, and it's fucked everything. Updates to my fucking Stream Deck, it's fucked everything. The only way to do it is to test it, and you can't test it without going live. It's so stupid. I had to put a noise gate on the mic because it was literally picking up. It's so sensitive. It was picking up the sound of my fans on my PC, which are quite quiet anyway. So, yeah, that was annoying. Just those little things like that you forget about because you're just so used to hitting a button and it all works. But because I haven't done it in a little while, it's all screwed up. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, no, this served two purposes. I got a bit of work done. I got to see you guys again, and it's reignited my love for streaming. So, hopefully, Wednesday next week, I will be back. I promise, I will be playing Alien Isolation next Wednesday because I have the flamethrower and I've just got it and I haven't used it yet. And that's just sad. So I will do that. If you guys want me to see more of this, I'm quite happy to make this a Thursday night thing, nice and chill, whilst I'm doing it. It needs to be done. I'm going to be doing it anyway, so I don't mind streaming it. And then that leaves me Friday night free to just piss about and do what I want without streaming anything. And then that's 2 nights a week, which is more than I've been doing for quite a while. So let me know if that's what you want me to do, or if you guys would be interested in watching me fuck about doing this sort of stupid shit. Yeah, let me know. Right, have a good evening, everyone. I love you all very, very much. Baby, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, Farush, Celine, Nolsey. Who else joined me? I know someone else did. Oh, yes, viral. Thank you for coming along, spending some time. I love you too, baby. Give Perrin a kiss from me. Yeah, thanks for spending your evening with me. It was good fun. I enjoyed it. And yeah, been bitten by the bug. So I'll be back. See you later, guys. I will raid out because fuck it, why not? I'll see if someone's doing what I'm doing, actually. Good night.